Thank you so much for sharing your evening with me. I see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. This Wednesday and every Wednesday, I certainly do. This is Afro Economics. Yes, indeed. I'm JB Bryan, the President and Chief Investment Officer at JB Bryan Financial Group, a registered investment advisory firm and the home of Afro Economics. My life's commitment to building a stronger, wealthier, more committed, more educated, more empowered Black community. I am so thankful for this opportunity to talk about Texas. I know, I know. Look, one client she sent me the craziest text. It was so funny. She was like, "When you get mail from the IRS," because in response to the text that I've been sending out to you all. So any of you who have not subscribed to get the updates for participating on Wednesday nights, please take advantage of it. Please subscribe on YouTube. These things are absolutely free. I pour my entire being, every bit of my life saving is committed to financial empowerment for you. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just make me feel good. Click like. Do something positive for me because I tell you, it has been a struggle my entire life to make this commitment to serving my people. And it's amazing, amazing. I mean, I don't think that most of you have any idea how many times I get hurt, how many times I get insulted, how by us attacking me for my commitment to us. That's the saddest part, and I just think that if you could do anything nice for me, I mean, I really appreciate those of you who do say kind words, do say things that are nice. I really appreciate it because your kindness really builds and rebuilds and keeps our commitment. I know that there are so many organizations in our community, and over time, the leaders just get tired because of their, just the only thing you can hear is the negativity. And it's not like people come and, especially being a Black entrepreneur, and all I've ever been is a Black woman entrepreneur from day one. So it's not like that we pat each other on the back and give each other the love that we should. But I know for a fact, for the clients, that members of Afro Economics, I give you all the love that God puts in me, and I give it to you. I have made a full commitment to make your life better. And I just ask that if you could give me some positivity back, I would greatly appreciate it. I just thank God for the opportunity to serve you. That is huge. I have made a commitment as a servant to our community. We can do a lot of things with our life, but when we choose to be a servant to our community, Lord, let's embrace those who make that choice. Pray for me, Reverend Bozeman. Pray for me. It's good to see y'all. How you doing, Miss Davis? How you doing, Reverend Bozeman?
I'm doing well, JB.
Oh, it's so good. You look fantastic with your big hair. You see my hair growing. You see I'm growing my fro back out.
I see that. I see
I'm
that.
trying to keep up with you. I'm like, oh, no, I gotta kind of pat it down. It's like it's in there, it's in there. You gotta get it. Like I'm gonna be big head like Reverend Roseman.
All right.
I'll be doggone it. He gonna have a bigger fro than me.
Hello, Reverend Bozeman.
Right?
Hey, how you doing,
Right?
Miss Davis?
Right?
I'm good.
Look. She got her locks all pulled up. She's all proud.
Oh yeah, I see.
Watch
Looking
out
good.
here now.
Looking good.
Thank you,
No,
Reverend Bozeman.
yes,
Yes.
y'all.
Thank you,
Thank
JB.
you. Yes, thank you. We have like, you know, and I hate to have that big testimony, but I think that a lot of times we don't ask for exactly what we need. And what I need is love. What I need from my people is love. I promise to always give you love back. Even if you don't give me love, I'm going to give you love back. But I'm just, in this type of political environment, like we're just, have gotten to a point that we're not thinking or focusing on love the way we should. And I apologize for not doing more of just talking about love and good things, because we just feel like, oh, you got to focus on the reality, and the reality is this and this and that. And, and I apologize if I've had to, I've tried, if I have appeared hypercritical. It is actually the way that I show love, because that's the way I was brought up, unfortunately. I was brought up when my family wanted to show love. They, showed me by doing better. Like, you do better. I get straight A's and a B plus. You should have got straight A's on everything. I
All
don't know where
right.
to B plus. So, and and no matter how hard you try not to be that way, I have to admit that I really expect a lot from us because we're Black, and I apologize. I
But we
apologize.
are warriors.
No, and I don't, and I never expect more from anybody than I expect from myself. So I apologize for, maybe making it look like I expect more from you than I expect from myself, because I don't. I want us all to be wealthy. I want us all to be happy. I don't believe that we have to have a upper class Black and a lower class Black. I look at all of us Black folk as the same. And for some people, that bothers them, that I don't. You know what I'm saying? Think that we're separate, but we're not. In Afroeconomics, we don't have that. In Afroeconomics, we talk about our common goal, that we have to heal.
True. But we have to face the fact that in order for us to move forward, uh, some of us who are warriors have to move on and leave those as
Mm.
I forgot her name, the woman who the underground who had
Oh, Harriet Tubman,
Harriet Tubman,
my
who
soulmate.
had to leave behind
We
those.
share a birthday,
Oh, okay. She had to leave behind those who could not cope because they were a danger to the movement.
and they didn't think they were a slave.
Right.
Good point. I feel your point.
Mr.
I feel,
Johnson,
I feel
Mr.
your
Jones, how you doing, Mr. Jones?
Dr. Jones got the Malcolm X. Look, that's a nice shot right there. We got Malcolm X on here with us. I heard this.
Um,
I heard his that the family of Malcolm X is now officially suing the FBI. Did y'all hear about
Yeah,
that?
they are. Yes,
Good for them.
they are.
Good for them.
I'm
So,
doing well, Reverend. Thanks for asking.
all right, here, good to hear. So we love our brothers and sisters, but when it comes down to the battle, there are some that we must leave behind
Mm,
because they are a danger to us, and
mm,
that they will run at
mm.
the most critical time.
And it's not about money.
No.
It's about mindset.
Yep.
It's about mindset. Money will run out, but your mindset will keep you fed for a lifetime.
That's right.
You can get some money and you won the lottery. So I'm not, you won the lottery. That don't make you a warrior. Don't make you a gladiator. You just because you got a million, you got a double million. You know what I'm saying? A gladiator is a person who has the million, but knows what to do with the million, knows how to build soldiers, knows how to make the world better, knows how to multiply, makes a million into a billion. You know what I'm saying? That's what God gave me, the spirit of a gladiator. That's why he gave me so many battles, so many times to fight, so many times to say, I want the best for you. That's why I'm doing this. Like, that's why I'm trying so hard. That's why I'm saying no to so many things that need to be said no to, because I have to be your armor away from ignorance, to lead the way
Amen.
for our community to have more gladiators, more warriors. Amen. Like, no, I thank you for, bringing that
Rhonda's.
up, and for us to, like, really realize that
Yes.
it's mindset is our way up. Our mindset. I got it. Getting our mindset
That's the key.
right, so
Got it.
that when we get the mail, going in topic here, we're talking about when you get mail from the IRS. Do you know how many Black folk are afraid to get mail from the IRS? They could be writing you to tell you that they owe you some money, and we're going to be
Exactly.
sending it, because that's they write. They don't just send you a check. They write to tell you, I'm going to send you a check. Exactly. They write letters about everything. We
And
got
you
to
got to
jump on
call
it.
them. You
We
got to
got
pick
to.
up that phone and call them to
Yes.
find out what's going on.
Yes. If we don't understand it, but if they say you owe this amount, or we have questions about this, that is exactly what I do with members and clients of Afro Economics. That's what I do. But why are we just ignoring it, not addressing it, having yourself in a situation where you don't have somebody on your Rolodex that you're going to call? Now, don't even think that you can call me because you have that problem and you haven't been in the battlefield with the rest of us. My current members are the warriors. They've been there. So they gonna call, they gonna ask, what is this? How I got that? What can I do? I'm going to respond first of all. So don't think just because you call, you interested, you got a problem, I'm supposed to stop. No, you're supposed to go online, get in, join as a member yourself. It's time for us to upgrade our mentality. Gone are those days that you just calling businesses and do you so and so. No, it's a Black business. I'm about technology as well. I've spent a lot of money in setting up that technology for you to go in there and set that up. Stop just emailing me when you know it's right there on the website. Well, I just want info on the membership. I sit here and talk every week. That's an excuse for not putting in the work, for getting on the level that we need to be on. I freaking have a free membership. It's an excuse. And the membership that's free is called No Excuses. There's no excuse. But you gotta do it first. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's no more am I gonna go into the ditches, drag us out, you know what I'm saying, and sit there and try to convince us that you deserve to have love. I can't do it no more. Can't do it no more. I don't have to do it no more, because that same one I drag out of the ditch forgets who dragged them out. But if you climb your ass out that ditch, you never forget who fed you when you got out. You never forget. Because I know who is here for me. I know it. You don't forget. You can't forget. When you see that person, no matter what, a smile comes on your face because you know they fed you when you were hungry.
Amen.
They sit there and and we're just gonna sit there. You see, too many of us, our leaders, have gotten exhausted and then given and become money hungry. All these people like taking money. You can't even go out there and support somebody running for political office as a public servant. And you can't even just volunteer to do something like that. No, because that's the way the mentality is now. That's the way it is. So I'm out here with a free membership, and the least you can do is go sign up for it. They're gonna pay people millions of dollars to just stand up on stage. I'm giving you valid, real advice. So when we look, and you can look, they will go and click like on all these different videos of people, but you will sit here get this valid tax advice that any other financial advisor would tell you. Talk to your tax advisor. Let them help you because they don't want to help you. Don't want to take the time because we don't have to. We don't get paid for this. We just get it when something's special. When something is special, we need to take advantage of it. Build it, build on it, build up on it. So that when your kids want to start a business, you have put out into the universe building our businesses. The reason that I can be this old and be this healthy is because I have had the ability to have my own business since I was in my 20s. And I have an entrepreneurship membership because I want others to be able to do the same. Because when I started and I was in the ditch, nobody was trying to help me get out. And nobody even now, you don't see nobody. Here it is, I'm going into my 30th year. Do you ever see me get an award for Entrepreneur of the Year or anything like that? No. But everybody will get it that's been in a business a year or two, 5. But let's just skip over Black people that have been working their ass off for us. I decided early on I was going to focus on us, never thinking that that would mean that we wouldn't look out for me. The biggest deterrent in building your business as a Black person, I'm gonna tell you, y'all. I'm gonna have to tell y'all the truth. The biggest deterrent, the reason I have lost friends, customers, loved ones, the number one reason is for telling the truth. Liars get to build businesses. Liars get $1 billion firms. Liars get all the likes, all the clicks, all of it, everything, all your love. Liars get it. Truth tellers about the IRS and how we got to face up to it. No, you don't want to hear that. You rather sign up for something $300 a month when the Afro economics only $30 a month and will really solve the problem. But we got to put in work. How in the world are you going to get strong arms if you never pick up a weight? I don't get it. The same goes for money. You can try to turn over everything in the freaking world. I can set up the best portfolio for you. But the key to protecting your portfolio is your spending habits. Period. Can't grow if you're going to spend it all. And some people cannot muster up the strength to say no. So you wonder, like, I ain't making no money. Well, you know what? You're pulling it out. Every time we make a dime, you pull the dime out. We make a dime, actually, you pull out a quarter. That's but that's the truth of the matter. So if I tell you the truth, if I tell that person, the truth, they don't want to hear it. This is it, or something like, I want to make 20% a year. I want to make 20% a year. I saw on TV, it was like tripling. It was tripling and Okay, well, we're going to have to do this risk tolerance analysis because regulators want to see that it is appropriate for your risk tolerance, so we do this analysis and get the computers involved and the robotics and this and that. And they say, you're scared of shit. It said that your risk score is like 5 out of 100, meaning you don't like volatility at all. So I got to be the one to tell you that this is not appropriate. But then you'll go out there and buy an empty lot. So an empty lot is a safe investment. But this, which has actually historical performance and based on the long term, and or even a fixed interest rate, like, oh, all of that, don't, no, no, no. But I just want to say, no, you just want something you think you're accustomed to. I remember back in the day, 30 years ago, I used to do a workshop, and they had the little, we used to have the slide projectors. I go way back, y'all, way before podcast. And we had a slide in there that said people invest in. One of the biggest mistakes that people make when investing is they only invest in what they're familiar with.
Mm.
And that's us.
Wow.
Generation after generation after generation after generation. JB Bryan don't know what she talking about.
Wow. Keep doing what you're doing and expecting a different result.
Exactly. Exactly. And then they wonder why the wealth gap keeps going bigger and bigger. And I was telling you, when I looked at the study with they said the road to zero wealth, and it like promises that black folk are going to be broker and broker in the next 40 years. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. And that's okay with you? No, it's not okay with me. It's not okay with us. It should not be okay with any member of Afroeconomics. The wealth gap keeps getting broader and broader because they're doing different things with their money. I have seen white folk make a fraction of what some black people make, and they have money, and it's not because they were born with it. We always want to say, well, there's a very small percentage of money that actually is made from inheritance. So we can't say that, oh, no, no, they make half of what you make. No, no, it's because they love and appreciate having someone like me giving them some advice. It cares about them. And they actually have the discipline to leave it alone. Not to turn it into a color thing, but this is about our black habits. Remember last week, I was talking about most black credit card holders, an overwhelming majority of them have these credit card balances, but yet they want to go over there and set up their little investment account that's getting 12% or something. That's okay. But your credit card is charging you 28. So you're not making any money. So please click like on my YouTube channel or Facebook page or whatever that you're looking at. I get hundreds of people that view, and there might be 4 or 5 men, thank you, men, for clicking on it, because I think that our black men have been through so much struggle that they can see how hard my life has been. They can tell I'm not freaking lying. They can tell nobody gave me anything. They can tell I built this, and that's what they want to do too. I think they can tell. So when they see this woman don't have to tell us all that, they click like. Two people stop watching. I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care. Because it's the truth. And the truth keeps me free. And the truth keeps my fro growing. The truth. The truth keeps me healthy. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Like this friend of mine, like he like texts and he keeps like calling me Jennifer. And I was like, should I tell him or should I not? Who the fuck doesn't know that I prefer to be called JB? So I hope he's like watching right now. I prefer to be called JB. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just, what in the world? Unless you my man and you're not, you don't call me that. My mama, my daddy, both have passed on. Maybe Reverend Bozeman and Mr. Jones, they call me whatever they want, because you see they down. They in the ditch with me.
Right on.
Don't call me that. Not on a Wednesday. No. But I was telling someone the other day, I was like, do you know how hard it was to get people to refer to me as JB? It's on my securities license. I take it so serious. I take it that seriously. I've gotten married with JB on the program. I take that seriously. You are coming to the marriage of JB. I know people are like, what is the girl's name? I look, he is marrying JB. What is that? I don't know. But when you start your own business, like my daddy told me, if Snoop Dogg can be Snoop Dogg, you can be JB Brown. I said, I know that's right, Daddy. So you know, if your dad tells you you can do something, you can do it.
Amen.
So you call me by the name my daddy gave me. Exactly. My God given name, JB. But I always wanted people to remember the name of my business. You know, if you say, oh, Jennifer Bryan, you never find JB Bryan. My entire, which is crazy that my daughter's major is now branding because I'm seriously feel that I knew how to brand before branding. What you think? That was branding. 30 years ago, I said JD Bryan is going to be my brand and I'm going to have to change my name. They're not going to call me that no more. Not, my parents would come, my mom would come in town and she'd go, oh, you might know my daughter, Jennifer. They're like, no, she's a JB. So she even had to change, call me JB. Yeah, like, JB. Oh, yeah, JB. We know, I don't know. We don't know nothing about that, Jennifer. That's funny. Branding, key in business, y'all. That's why we need. I used to love Dr. Jones. You know, I used to love our Friday entrepreneurship thing that we were doing over COVID. We did well with that. We did. I mean, I might bring that back, but we just need to have more of us who are committed to owning our own business. And literally, like, you know, it's like, it gets to a point where it's just the committed entrepreneur, which is good, which is good. You're right. God told me stop focusing on numbers, focus on purpose. Focus on purpose. Focus on his purpose. Because the numbers will disappoint you. Can you imagine if Jesus was just focused on numbers? I was like, well, God, like, Father, there's nobody here and I'm about to perform a miracle. There's only 10 people. This is amazing what I'm about to do. And God said, man, little boy, I need you to go ahead and do it. Right? So that's
Yeah.
how he's talking to us.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't matter now. It's just sometime, somewhere, some man, some woman will be inspired by me, even if it's 2,000 years from today. They will say, if she started her company in the 20s, I can do mine in the 20s. I can do this thing. If she took care, if she fed her child, if she survived, and they did that, you know, for 30, I can do it too. Everybody doesn't have to do everything the same way. And you have to know I had no family support. Everybody thought I was crazy for starting a business. Why are you doing this? You could just stay at that investment firm. It was not, there was no, nobody will probably ever make my movie. My life was much rougher than the brother they made the movie about. But because I focus on my community, it's not gonna make no movie. But God told Jesus, and He's telling us, we still got to do what we got to do. I don't know, Reverend Bose, you tell us this because you're a senior. As you were growing up,
Mm-hmm.
did you ever feel like just giving up?
Ah, damn.
Like, why am I here? Like, why am I doing this? Does
There was
anybody
one
hear me?
moment. No, okay. There was a moment when I was homeless on
Amazing.
Venice Beach,
Oh,
and I had lost my wallet with all my ID and the last few bucks I had, and so I thought it was all over. Um, I remember sitting on the beach in the cold,
Mm,
uh, thinking that it was all over and that I had totally failed and there was nowhere else to go. And I was just weeping on the beach and shivering from the cold.
mm.
When all of a sudden I found myself being surrounded by this warm blanket. This it was just so warm and peaceful and loving. And I knew then I was still being protected and I didn't have to give up. And I fell asleep. I hadn't slept like that for weeks
Mm.
because I was so safe.
Amen.
So
Lord.
no, I can't remember a time when I gave up or wanted to give up. Because
Lord. When you were homeless, you didn't want to give up.
no, I knew something would. I knew I'd figure out a way. I'm sitting there and I knew I could figure out a way. But when I lost my wallet and my ID and the few coins I had left, then I began to wonder if if I if I really could
Mm.
make it. And that's when the angels showed me that I could, that I was being protected,
Wow.
and that I
And you
was
still
being
had this
guided.
dream. Like you still had this, like, I know that JB Bryant's gonna need me and I gotta keep going. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Cause I know, I mean, like when we initially met on like WordPress and stuff, like I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this. What am I doing? There's no one listening. And when you responded, like, keep going, young lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my
Yeah.
God. Like I was like, oh my God, there's a world out there. Like, it's like, look at what she's doing. And then you shared, a post and stuff. I was like, okay, I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live. Like, yeah, but it was definitely a message from God
Yes, it was.
to
It
keep
was.
going. Like,
It was because I didn't know you were there, but uh, I was I was writing a post about how we needed to support each other and we needed to find people who knew how to guide us through the financial world.
mm,
And then all of a sudden, your name popped up.
mm,
There was something about that referred to you, and I said, "Oh, there she
man,
is." So,
man. I was helping a white male friend of mine today. Um, like going through and like he always says like, do you know I have a lot of friends that want you do you know that, and I'm like, I know. And the but I'm so busy, but he's definitely a soul brother in his heart. So we're like, I was looking at what had been done to him financially, and it just showed me the opportunities that I have for our community,
yeah,
what God has done. Like, when I was explaining to him how, someone had exploited him and how they, took it. And it really made me, really think like, wow, like we're truly blessed. Like the people that God has given me to say that has connected them with me, I've really been able to save them from some stuff. Like, I mean, I was just looking at like, things that he was being charged for unnecessarily and, everything. And I have such a great deal of respect for what I'm doing and for my brain, you know what I mean? And for my honesty, that it just, makes, one think like we really have to love on one another. Like we really need. I think that he had been taken advantage of so many times that it just was it was just surprising to me, I guess, just to say that we kind of want to think that exploitation only happens to us. You know, hey Creighton, make sure you sign up for membership so I can know who you are. Look at the, but if you turn on your membership, I mean, turn on your camera, and also Ed Brock, you know, turn on your turn on your camera so at least I can see you, but you're in the membership on camera portal. Like we very rarely get people inside. So then like, but yeah. And when I first started helping him, it was with tax issues because a lot of times people really don't want to help anybody with tax issues. And I think, I thank God for allowing, me to feel, committed to helping us, face the IRS, which is the basis of like, today's topic of how to, look at you, how, what to do if you get a call from the Internal Revenue Service. And the first thing, is to get help, just like my white friend did.
Yeah.
All Black folks should do the same. Reach out to someone that you trust. No, and and get the detail. You know what I mean? And open it. Look, you get the mail. The first thing is just don't throw it away. No. So my first thing is don't throw it away. Second thing, don't panic. And the third thing is everything doesn't require that you call. Everything doesn't require that you send something back. So first find out, what they expect from you. What is needed? Like what are they asking? Let's read it. And a lot of times you just can't read it. You're not reading it correctly. No? So we have to don't panic, don't throw it away. Let's read it, but don't just call them, just because you got it. Like let's read it together. I mean, of course, you could definitely call them, but we want to make sure that we read it so that we do what they asked us to do. If it says, send me some additional information on this, like a lot of times if a client gets something and it's regarding their investment account with me, I go, well, just send it to me. Let me see it. Scan the form. Send me a picture of the letter, do that. Right. And then, okay, then let's make sure we're going to go over it. If it says you didn't report the cost basis for these stocks that you sold, I'm going to say, oh, you didn't report the cost basis for these stocks that you sold. But so we need to, so you're going to think that you don't owe the taxes, or you might not have even waited for your tax form. You did your taxes too soon. You didn't get the, 1099. So, we need to go over the details of the form so that we can get you. So for something like cost basis, we can get that. We can get it. Yeah. So, all we have to do, but we have to read it. So review the information, make sure that it's true. If you did do it and you did put the tax form, thank you so much, Tracy. But with the chocolate hand, I love it. The if you did it, like we put it on what they're asking for, you did do. Then we need to get on the phone with them. Like I had one client that a major company, I think it was like Fidelity, sent them two. Well, they said that there were two 1099s that were issued, but the client only received one. So when we called and I said, it says that you received two, and guess what they said? That you sent two. Guess what they said? We don't send them out. We don't send out the tax. We don't send out the tax form unless the client requests. What in the world? Yeah, they have access to it online. You know what I'm saying? So they go. I said, well, don't we think that they should at least know that they have access to it online? Like, you know what I'm saying? This was some new thing that they had added. Like, and then so one side of the company does issue the 1099, but the other side of the company doesn't. So I think it was a fair mistake, but it was a costly mistake because then it was that the client hadn't reported all their income. So I talked him through on making sure that she didn't have any penalties, and explained, in response, that this wasn't done because she did not receive the forms, blah, blah, blah. But we have to get that confidence on how to send that back, how to send it back. Yeah, Vicky, it's crazy. That the I have so many examples like of like, I have one client, an employer had coded that he was talking to me, and he said, "Oh wow, I had to pay so many taxes this year." And I said, like, why? And he said, well, they said that I owe because of the withdrawal that I made. And I said, what? And they said, well, oh, because I said, well, let me see it. Let me see the tax form. And so the actual form that came from the employer was coded incorrectly. Coded incorrectly. So then, so the good thing about that is that I love when a customer that sees how much I care about them, I'm asking these questions and I get this and I solve it, that they're committed to me for life, like I'm committed to them.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get away from, like, oh, you're only as good as the last thing you helped me with. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
like, because that might happen, and but we're meeting regularly. We're meeting regularly. So the next time God gives me the chance to save your life, it might be 2 years later. But can't we still remember? You know what I mean? That time I did save your life before? No, like, so I mean, like, so that there's, but that's something to pray about for me to grow into also as well. Like that, what does love look like? What is love? Like what is love? What does good service look like? Like asking to me, and you saved me thousands. I saved that gentleman thousands of dollars. I have found errors in clients' taxes that have made them. I think my biggest win was probably 15 grand, but that's still a lot of money
Yeah.
that I kept none of. They got all of it.
Wow.
I helped one client that she got a $50,000 loss, a settlement from her job, by me just saying, you know what, we can do this. I can help you organize this. You don't need to hire a lawyer. And then,
Wow.
and look, exactly. But from that, like that, like our, I would imagine how much business I would get that if everyone that I've done that for, they sent me new people.
Yeah. Referrals like man.
Kanika said they should have given you a tip or something, right? Exactly. It's so true. Like, it's priceless because those other firms, they're going to take half of it or more when they do something like that, especially a law firm.
Yes.
A tax attorney, he do that, he find that error. You know what I mean? It's at least half of that's his or hers. Done. So then, so review it and check out the response. Respond, and we're going to respond to it. And then if we need, we're going to call them. We're going to call them. I remember one time when I used to let another tax preparer do my taxes. Now I stop what I'm doing and do my tax day, do my damn taxes. Because that accountant would take my taxes and put them over in a corner and file an extension, put it over in the corner. Next thing I know, I'm behind 2 years. He got all my stuff, but he take it, put it in the corner. I got 2 years, 3 years sitting over in his corner. So then one year he decides, I'm not going to do the ones that are due. I'm going to do the one, I'm going to turn in the one for this year. So the IRS said, well, you owe us money and we're going to have to We want, and before we'll set up a payment with you, little girl, we want all those other returns done. And then my accountant said, would charge me $3,000 just for the corporate return every year, over 3 grand. So if I was still doing it, that was 15 years ago. If I was still using them, they probably charge 6 now.
So
So
you were paying him and he wasn't doing it?
he wasn't doing it. No. So he did it. So he did that one year, when he charged me for filing the extension or whatever he's doing. There was no reason for him not turning it in. So when I got to this year, where I think I sold something, it was the biggest year. They said you can't even set up a payment plan without him turning in the previous years. Why did he decide? Like sometimes I think they just decide to just sabotage us, like with Wesley Snipes. So he says to me, after you've sabotaged me and you've sent this in, and they said in 2 weeks they need these, or they can't help me because I'm on the set. I want a payment plan. I don't have all this right now. So he says, well, I don't have the time. Exactly what they say. He said.
Wow.
Now I have been using him like at least 10 years at that point. So I said to myself, I'm sitting there, I'm beginning to stress. What am I gonna do? And I said, girl, you have an accounting degree. You've just been letting his ass do it. You don't need an accounting degree to do a tax return anyway. You got a better education than he does. You know what I'm saying? What the hell? I'm an accounting and finance. I was a freaking double major from University of Virginia. I don't even know where he went. What in the world? I, I went in their office and got the box. They said, you're going to do it yourself? I'm going to do it myself. I stayed up all night long, but I got this thing passed in, turned in on time, got the payment plan, paid the shit off, did some amendments and everything, got that done and shut it down.
All
But I
right.
had to face it. I had to face it, and I had nobody. Shoot, I've had people I've met. I've had to help them catch up 10 years of tax returns
Whoa.
on their membership. I don't say, oh, that's too much. Shoot, the membership's only blah, blah, blah. You know how many hours you're talking about? Nope. Duh, just did it. We must face it, right, Kanika? But by me doing that, going through that, I realized how important it is for us to have that, because he was dogging me out because he thought that I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm gonna see this girl choke now. She's choking and she's going down for it. And I don't care because I got other things to do and I got other people and they're more important and I'm not gonna stop and I'm not gonna do this. And it would have been much easier for them to do those tax returns because they had all my data in their system.
Wow.
Exactly. I had it. But when people think that they have you between a rock and a hard place and they're jacked up in their mind already, because he would always ask me over and over, like, why don't you go work for Merrill Lynch or somewhere? Why
Oh,
are you
really?
putting yourself through this? Yeah, all the time. All the time.
Uh, uh. So he was going to force you back on the plantation.
Exactly. Exactly. So true. Especially out here trying to do this. You're making more money than I am. That's really what he was thinking. I wonder how much money he made this year. How dare it happen? Well,
Yeah.
don't know what's in Satan's head, but it's something toxic because that was crazy. It's like, so you're gonna do it yourself? Like, yeah, I'm gonna do it myself. Give me the box. He wasn't even out front. I was just getting it from his secretary. Doing it at the end. Oh, he wants to talk to you. Okay. You're really gonna do it? Yes, I'm going to do it myself. And that's why, y'all, when I say I can teach you how to do it yourself, it's because I don't want you in that situation. Y'all ain't got that kind of, you ain't got to worry about the complicated stuff I have to worry about. An individual tax return is not rocket science. It's not, designed to be hard for the average person. It's not even, designed to be for someone who's college educated. A personal tax return, is a Q&A, especially on the solar. Now they got, the majority of Americans, the majority of income bearing Americans qualify for the free tax return on the IRS website. But still, we don't, go and pay people to do it. So I'm not going, I don't do tax returns. I find errors. I do tax planning. So in these situations where I'm saying I found the mistake, I ask them to go back to the accountant to get the mistake. Or if the form was wrong, I get them the new form and then they go back and they get that corrected. Or we just answer the question. A lot of times with the IRS paperwork, you don't even need to do a new return. We just need to address the question. Just answer it.
Answer the question.
Go find it. Give them the information. They're only human beings. They're just average people out there working just like you. And they
That is so
work
true.
there. Isn't it the truth? And they just happen to work there. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I found out when I talk to people in the IRS on the phone, they generally are nice people.
They really are. It's so true. Like that time when I was saying I set up the payment plan that I wanted, and the man said, "You'd be amazed how many people don't just do this." They had to send out an account executive, maybe because it was a business account. And the guy came out and I talked to him and, told him what happened. And, then now, and I just want to do this, but, they had to set up auto draft. You know what I'm saying? You better make sure that auto draft is ready. And zoop, zoop, zoop. Then I send in the extra payments. Boom, boom, boom. I don't think I was paying them more than a year, because it irritated me having it. So that became a first priority. But what it let me know is, like you said, they're generally nice people. The guy was really nice. Made an appointment. I kept the appointment. So when we see our people get arrested on TV, they did something crazy. They didn't return the calls. They didn't come to the meeting when they wanted to. They didn't. You see what I'm saying? They don't come and just
They
take
were
your
hiding out.
money. Yeah, they don't just come and take your money.
Yeah,
They
they
just
were.
want their money. No, but you can't flex and then I want to pay the piper. Gotta pay them. Gotta pay them. See, they with the artificial intelligence and everything going on, and with this topic, they might even be looking at this, video. Like, what's she gonna do? There is so much crap out there. People telling people they don't have to pay taxes and why they shouldn't have to pay taxes and this and that. I'm sure there's reasons that we shouldn't have to, but we have to. Look, we shouldn't have to do a lot of things, but we have to. What they say? There's two things guaranteed in life.
Death and taxes.
Yeah. Oh, look, my two were stay black and taxes. I didn't think about that. So there's three. I gotta stay black. I gotta die, and I gotta pay my taxes. That is so funny. Is it death? I said, what this? I said, stay black. You know what they say? He's like, you have to. No, you stay black. You pay taxes. You gonna be black till you die, and that's a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. That's great. Y'all think any questions? Like, I don't want nobody complaining that I was talking about, you know, equality too much or whatever. I don't know, like, oh, we got somebody new now. Look at you now in the pool, out by the pool
Oh,
side.
is that what the?
Uh oh,
I'm not wearing my glasses. I didn't even know what that was
oh
behind
yeah,
me.
right. Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, right.
I just picked the
There you out
background.
there, splishing and splashing. I love it. That's so
I
good
have a
to see
question,
you. I
JB.
didn't even see y'all out there. Y'all should have said something.
This is
Look,
new.
look, look, Mr. Jones. Dr. Jones, looking all smooth.
Hello, Lanai.
That's it. That it's Lakey.
Oh, it's Lakey.
Lakey.
What?
Yeah.
You
I
you
started.
said it right, JB.
I
Oh,
know. I've been trying. Girl. I've been trying.
hello, everybody. Hey, JB, I have a question to ask you about you when you set up a payment plan. Say,
Mm-hmm.
for instance, you owe
Uh-huh.
a payment
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want to pay in one lump sum. Do you accrue interest? Like, is there interest on the balance for
Yeah.
that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
It's
there
a
is.
reasonable interest rate though. It's not a credit card rate.
okay.
Not a credit card, but it's not what you want. I just wanted it out because, of course they were drafting. I don't know if everybody has to do auto draft, but they were auto drafting me. So, and it wasn't small. They decide like what the payment is gonna be, blah blah blah. So it's like tick toot toot toot.
But
And
they are willing to negotiate.
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
So
hold on.
then
Negotiate so you can get it down. You could say, "Hey, can I pay you?"
you can get off like I have been able to help clients. I wasn't able to negotiate like the way I had. It was a valid bill. Like what I'm saying. It was so I couldn't say it wasn't valid. So what I did was go back and correct the returns that
Mhm.
the accountant had done that were incorrect. So I had to do amendments. But once I got my confidence up, you know what I'm saying, by doing it,
Mhm.
then I said, well, this is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So the because like and a lot of times like what I have learned is that I want better for you. You see what so when I advise things, it's because I've been, you know what I mean? I've been there. Like I've been
Mhm.
through that. This is what you can do to avoid that. Like I was saying, that's why I want you to learn to do your own return so that you're not sitting there waiting for them. If you do let someone else do the return, let me look at it before you sign off. A
Yeah.
lot of them don't want to let you look at it before they sign off. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't think that they have to be accountable to you. Like you don't have to just go in their office and sign. You don't know. Like I mean, I've had found errors, and they'll say, "Well, I'm not doing the amendment." I had this one major company like Liberty said, I took the client. They had made a mistake on the client. The client fired me. She got mad at me because I told the people that they were negligent for not doing her amendment, but I think she felt like I was being too black, like that I was being
Oh,
Mm.
too harsh. But it was a $16,000 error that she let them slide on.
oh no.
And the year
Oh no.
before, they had made an error and she let them slide on it. And I was like, no, we can't keep doing this. You should not have signed off on it until I looked at it. I was like, y'all can't do that. But the money that we leave on the table because we have a little bit is ridiculous. So then after that, after I found the mistake and I told the girl, because they don't appreciate it when we get enthusiastic about things. And it amazes me is when the black people, I'm in there fighting for you. And many black females have said, well, you didn't have to do it that way. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I
All they had to
appreciate your
do,
spirit. Let
she
me
said,
say.
exactly. She said, not like, she said, no, she's not going to help you get your money back when they just sent it yesterday. I said, according to the IRS, this is the tax law. And then that's when they really got upset. You know what I'm saying? Like how you can, that's when they get this kind of nigger tone. Like this nigger's going to tell me what to do. It's really sad. It is really sad. Sick.
But so many black people are afraid of, what is it? Rocking the boat.
Yes. Yes.
They don't want to seem
Why get me?
unseemly.
Yeah. If you don't want to solve it, then why get the solution? I am the equalizer. That's
All
what
right.
I'm here for. Don't get me involved. You want to get robbed? Stay where you are.
Exactly.
Come to me and I tell you you're getting robbed, and they look at me like I don't understand. You're getting robbed. I say that now. I'm not even being sexist because see, I am a woman, so I can say this stuff. I tell a man he's getting robbed, he's getting the hell out of that situation.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I tell a woman she's getting robbed. I don't understand. Show me one more time. You're getting robbed one more time. Okay, here it is. They're charging you. This it is. You're getting robbed. Like, oh my goodness, how many times do I have to tell you? You know, you're really being mean. I'm saving you money. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dear God, thank you for the strength to take you to be honest. Why in the world should it take so much to be honest? And why will you have to lose friends over being honest?
Mm-mm.
I would be
They
like,
don't want it.
I don't even know what. They don't even deal. You should. Have y'all ever noticed on Facebook when it says JB Bryan and what it says next to it?
No.
If you go on Facebook and you put in the truth, my name is coming up.
Huh?
If you don't want the truth, don't deal with me. Don't deal with me. Like, you know, thank you, Mr. Jefferson. Right on back, HOA. What is wrong with people and the truth? It's like they're allergic to it.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting robbed. What? So I just say the most outrageous things. Like this one lady said to me one time, now I'm helping her with her allocation for $30 a month. And she says, oh, do you think that I should go to Fisher? They're charging a point and a half.
Oh my God.
So for her, that would have been like $15,000. I said, yes. And she said, why? I said, because why should me and the white guy not have money? I'm doing it for $30. He can freaking get his house on the river. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I said, have they told you who your advisor would be? No, it hasn't been assigned. But you know, I'm just worried because, you know, you might die or something. You know what? You're right. I'm quite sure that I'm going to die one day.
Wow.
But me fucking wow, I can save you 15 fucking thousand. But you know what? I didn't say that. I said you should go. Take you and your dumb ass right there. Who the fuck? I don't need no millionaire retarded person on my watch. What you think? Go. Like Warren Buffett says, it's bad enough. You know what I'm saying? Being stupid, but you got money and be stupid. A fool and his money shall soon part. If I saw that now, it ain't where it should be.
Oh my goodness.
I can have her at least 3 times where she is. You know what I'm saying? I said, look, they're doing this to you. I can't believe they put you in this. Like, da da da, da da. I said, matter of fact, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll just do this, and you know, and what you just need to get to a safe place because they are straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Another lady, they're straight exploiting you. You know, I said, you know what? Matter of fact, since you're a member, I'm not even going to charge you a fee till next year. That was going to save her $10,000. $10,000. She said, well, oh, I'm not comfortable with that. Come on. Okay, I understand. I understand. But I'm going to renew your membership. No, you're not. So you don't want me to be a member? No, I do not. Why do you think I take everybody? It's called membership. No fools allowed.
And
Miss
you should have
Davis.
confidence in the person that
You know what I'm saying? You being too damn nice. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. I don't even like to say that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like to say that. But if I rob you, if I said, I remember this one man, and he said, I just really don't trust. He was from like Nigeria. I don't really trust black women. He was married to a white lady. He was like, because they are always trying to exploit me. But this black lady had referred him to me. And I said, okay, tell me more. Like, what happened? He was telling about, now he in his 70s. He told me about something that happened to him when he was in college. Some black girl tried to get money.
Oh yeah.
I said, I know, it's terrible. So then we're just, he keeps coming in doing free visitations, asking me advice, giving ideas, and I said, you know what? So I said, based on, this, like your fee is going to be, and I just gave him like 3 times what I would charge anybody, like, just no discount. This is what your fee would be. He said, oh my God, that would be more than Wells Fargo. I said, I know.
Why don't you go back?
Exactly. I said
While
it
he's
appears.
exploiting
I
you
said
with his free
that,
visits.
exactly. I said it appears that way. When he said, yeah, because they said they were all, I said, yeah. I said, but the good thing about Wells Fargo is they make money off that fee. Plus, it's their fund. They make money 2 ways. So when they're just getting that from you, they're actually still getting money from their own asset. Boom! They're making mad money. But I think you should do that. He said, well, I'm doing so. Then he sends me an email. You know what? No. I think you're right. I think you're right. You better stick with what you got. You better stick there. Because I'm freaking tired of you coming in here sexually harassing me, talking about, you know what I'm saying? Being all nasty. I should have said, well, maybe just black girls don't like to be sexually harassed.
Oh my God.
Knock your little ass over. Then he be trying to arrest me. Wouldn't it be something y'all see JB on? Boom. She done knocked the man over. I remember the last time this man touched me, this white guy, when I first started the firm, and that white man touched me, I said, whoa. And I was like, because he was about 80, and I was like, I had to stop him. He was like bent, like he was about to go over the. I said, oh, reflex. Don't do that, though. Don't do that,
Get too
Mr.
close.
He's gone. He's gone on to heaven now. Or hell, or something. I don't know. But he was a sweet man, but he was like, yeah, I got her alone in the office now.
Ooh,
No, hey,
a little
no.
bit too
So
much,
I'm
wasn't it?
telling y'all the stories. I'll tell you, Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf said he was going to do my biography. I know. I think my movie would get more sales
Miss
than
Davis had a question.
no, Miss Davis. Like, why is she choosing to ignore me today? Exactly. The expressions you've been making. Let me see how I get you unmuted. You're muted. But I think I had some. Oh, okay, that's right. There you go. Try it now.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm still in the middle of work, and I was wanting to dive in a little bit earlier, but one of my coworkers had a question for me. Lakay, is it Lakay?
Lucky.
Lucky.
Lakay, yeah, I almost didn't recognize you. I like your hair. You look
Uh-oh,
cute.
ain't she fly?
Oh,
Yeah.
She
thank
fly,
you.
girl.
Yeah,
That's when you stop my show. Wait a minute. You stop my show
a little
to give
blonde.
some other woman a compliment.
Well,
Lord,
JB, I complimented you earlier. I'll compliment you all the
I
time.
didn't see it. I'm gonna find my compliment. I ain't
I
see it.
told you. I said
You
that when
know
we
I'm
first
feeling
came
some
on.
kind of way. I told you. But isn't it funny? I go, I want love, and I've been mean the whole meeting. The whole meeting, I've just been mean.
The whole meeting.
That's what Tony Robbins said. He said people rebel exactly what they want. I want love. So you heard what I said? No.
Okay.
Is that something? What is that about? You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying? I guess it's
I'm
a
about to
defense
send you.
mechanism.
I'm
No.
about to send. Speak some pleasantries to you.
Oh,
So
good. Please.
before when we met, I had
Mhm.
my brokerage account was over at Wells Fargo, and you told me they. I think first clearing is the custody, like it is with you. Anyway, I can tell you this: I have seen a marked difference in my portfolio since you in comparison
Amen.
to when it sat over in Wells Fargo. And I
Amen.
worked there. But there has
Amen.
been a big difference in the ETFs that you have put,
Mm-hmm.
me in, and then
Mm-hmm.
the mutual funds and the stock. Because the
Mm-hmm.
stock that I was in was all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And the mutual funds, they were everywhere too.
Amen.
Now things are more centralized. I can see a
Amen.
marked difference.
Speak, girl.
So yeah, I want to thank you for that. And
Speak.
whenever the numbers kind of go up, I send you some screenshots. So
Amen.
thank you.
As if I
Okay.
can't see it. Yo, B, I'm making money. I'm like, by my last name. No, she wouldn't call me. She would not do that. Exactly. JB.
So look, that makes me feel good. I hope that makes you feel good too. Okay.
Oh, that's so sweet. You
Now,
made my day. You made my, I mean, I really feel appreciated. And look, and I'll pray that I can continue to do that for the rest of my life. I give you that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you that. Like that lady said, because you're going to die. Like the other guy's not going to die. Like, oh, so I'm glad that you found an advisor that's never going to die. What's his name? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my goodness, but isn't that funny? How they think only black folk die?
That's the
and I will
brainwashing,
say
though,
this.
you know?
Isn't it the
It's the brainwashing.
Like, they think they can give us that we can give each other any kind of excuse. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, it's different because you know you can
Well,
die.
let me also say this. I have explained to some people who have assets that are beyond mine, you know, that and they have money allocated over here, there, and there. And so I mentioned you, and I've said, you know, the name of the organization is Afroeconomics. The first damn question, Afroeconomics. Is she black? She's green. What do you think?
Exactly.
And see,
No,
it stops
no,
right there. When I hear that question, I know where you're going
Exactly. They
90% of
didn't
the
want her to
time.
be black. Exactly.
Yeah. You know, like, oh, well, you know, more you trust her. Come on, people. You know, we gotta
So
start somewhere
look,
with
what you
ourselves.
know that's sad?
It's really sad.
Well,
Very.
you know, I do have a little bit of a question
A little
too.
bit. That's right.
Yeah, just a
Oh yeah.
teensy
Uh-huh.
side thing.
That's right. That's right.
Let me ask you that with regard, because I know I'm always like trying. I'm always referred because when I have people that I, you know, when I use their services, friends or something that I see and I believe in what they're doing, I'm one of those
Amen.
people that I will talk about you in a
You
very good way,
you really do.
and
You are. Both of
that's
you are.
just how I am.
That's right.
Because I believe in
Mhm.
sharing good information.
Oh,
But let me ask
yeah.
you, what about like with international people too? Are you comfortable with? Are you okay if I just
Definitely.
okay?
Definitely. Look, exactly. I just talked about that Nigerian man, but he
No,
was,
no, no. I'm
but
not
he was,
even.
but
You
he
know.
was like, it just was coincidence that he was from there because he hadn't been there in a long time.
Well,
It was,
because you
yeah,
know, there's
look,
like,
but yes, no, that was just a cool, coincidence. But definitely, I love
but I
all
mean,
people.
if they're
Yeah,
international and not black though, like
that's
if they're
right.
like Arab or something like that, are you
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. Are they single? I'm just joking. Is
You
it a
know what?
man? Is it a man?
Listen. My mechanic, he was asking if I had some single.
Does he do electronic card? Does he do? Does he do the computer cars? Exactly.
Listen, I'm
Exactly.
gonna behave. I try to be good this time. I
Exactly.
was
We
trying to be
are.
quiet.
Exactly.
Behave.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Miss Wilkinson said, where are you, lone wolf? See, Mr. Johnson, you done started it. We are having a conversation over you. JB, yes, we're having a. Oh, you are. Oh, I see what she's telling. She's breaking it to me. Then she asked him where he is. You don't worry about it. He gonna be in Maryland on the 30th. You better make sure you come.
Oh,
Y'all better come. I know. Cancel your trip, Lee.
I'm
You gonna
moving.
you gotta don't move. You know what? It's the Yancey's like y'all. I know it's the Yancey. You missing out. We know Lakey, because Dr. Jones, she comes to Friday meetings. You, Dr. Jones, sleep in. Get it together. We're
I'm
gonna
sorry,
start.
what, Jennifer? I'm sorry,
Let
what,
me see.
Jennifer?
What did you say? Oh, I did say you could call me that. Watch out here now. With the
Uh,
I was saying that Lakey, you don't know her because she comes on Friday, but you don't.
And I'm on Wednesdays too, but y'all just don't see me. I'll be
Mm-hmm.
typing in the in the comments.
nice to meet you, Lakeith. Very nice to
Hi,
meet you.
nice
How
to
Oh,
you
meet
he
you,
doing?
said it
sir.
right the first time.
He
Uh-oh.
did. He did. That's right.
Yeah, that's why they call him Dr. Jones.
Okay.
He's a doctor. He's a doctor of female biology.
Oh, OBGYN.
You can
Yeah.
call it that. You can
Hold on.
Go with that. Go with that, Lakeith. Yes. Go with
Oh,
I said, look, you can call it that.
oh.
It'd be funny. I'm sitting out of his house. Welcome to the doctor's house.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
it says the doctor's in. Maybe I don't need to give him any ideas. The doctor is in. Uh-oh. The wolf is in the house. I
Uh-oh.
love y'all. Yes, indeed. Yo, wow. They are. Yes, Kanika, they are. But we would be wilder with you. So make sure you participate more often. Yes, indeed. That was. Can you see it when the screen swifts like that? When it moves like that?
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all see that? Because I
Yeah.
saw Lakey, like she was shook when this. What happens is
Because
one
I don't have
person
my
moves.
glasses on and
It's
I can't.
okay,
I'm trying.
okay. Exactly,
It's terrible.
exactly. Leo, yeah, we're good. You are fantastic. Y'all are fantastic. Thank you all so much for allowing me to express myself tonight. And then please go into YouTube, Facebook, whatever your favorite social media, and support the Afro Economics page. Click like, love, everything. And not even
Right.
go in the comments. Yes, Mr. Yancey, one of our first members, and he just does not care about coming into any meeting. I don't know what's wrong with you, Mr. Yancey. That's where all the beautiful women are, all of them, of all the whole country. It's on Friday mornings in the Afro Economics meeting, talking. You want beautiful women and men with lots of money. Friday mornings, Queen Howard, when they're not sleeping, they're with me on Friday
Okay.
mornings. That's
Okay.
right. I
so
appreciate y'all. So what? So what?
so now you what are you? A pimp, a madam? What are you now?
Oh, exactly. Exactly. All the beautiful people. I don't know. Miss Wilkerson put it up to another level for me. Exactly. Whatever we can do to keep everybody
Oh my
happy.
God.
Look, y'all on
Wow.
y'all own. Good people
Okay.
still need good people, though. We do need to have
Great.
more networking opportunities. So, first quarter is DC. First quarter is DC. Our Maryland. We might do Maryland because we did DC last time. But first quarter, remember, and that is closer than you think. But on the 30th, I'm literally, I want us to support an event Saturday morning, and then hopefully go to lunch after that. My treat. So let me know. I'm gonna figure out a way for y'all to let me know if you can come.
Okay.
You're
Yeah,
gonna be in the office Saturday, right?
Friday, Friday,
Friday.
Friday,
And what's
Friday.
the event on Saturday? It's in DC, right?
Yeah, it's in DC called like Sweet Talk. It's like a health awareness thing,
Like
you
buoy?
Okay.
know, diabetes prevention, huh?
Buoy?
But it's like, yeah, the Bowie Senior Center, something like that. Like, yeah. And then it starts at 10. So we'll be doing lunch by 12. Yo, Miss Wilkerson, get on the road so that you can be in Maryland by 12. You can leave Richmond by 10 and be at lunch by 12. Very beautiful, handsome men. We have beautiful men. Lone Wolf said handsome men. I guess that is kind of feminine because of the beauty word, I guess. So we have handsome
We can say men with beautiful spirit.
men with beautiful spirit,
Right?
beautiful spirit
Well
men.
put. Well put.
Well,
Well put.
Oh, she's good.
well,
Oh, she's
Well
good.
put. Well put.
Oh,
That's like
she's
that.
good. Don't get her started. She, she's on a whole nother level. She came to Richmond, got me out. She was ready to party. I was like, this little girl ready to party. We just got to the right set because when we went to this party, nobody was dancing. but she was ready. She
I
was
was
trying to
ready.
get me there. She was like,
I was ready.
so you go. I was like, I'm not going out there. I don't know. Just I didn't feel like it. She caught me off guard. I'm gonna
Yes,
be
I,
ready
I
though
like to
next
go.
time.
They were a little stiff. I like
Yeah,
wallflowers. You need to get up on the dance floor. There's a
yeah,
dance floor. Get on it.
yeah, yeah. But if I'm in the right space, I don't even
Yeah,
care. I don't even care.
yeah.
I don't even care. Like I just be dancing anyway.
Now, JB, I don't know if I could do like you, the Energizer Bunny dancing. Like going
Right?
on for 8 hours.
Cause I ain't
I'll
doing no
probably
two
have to
step.
tap out
I ain't
every now
doing
and
no
then and
two
come back
step.
in.
I'm dropping it like it's hot. Going down to some push ups, flipping around. I'm break dancing like that lady at the Olympics.
Now, see, I would while you're doing that, I would be your hype woman on the side.
hype,
Talking about,
hype
go.
me up. I'll be
Yes, I'm like
spinning.
that.
I'll be spinning around you on my afro. You'll be like, people think you're drunk. I'm glad you don't drink. Tell them I'm drunk.
Oh my gosh.
No, but I do. I do. We just, as we grow up, we don't get enough opportunities to
To
dance.
have
It's
fun.
ridiculous. It is sad when we need that. We need it as adults more than we needed it as kids. We need to have
That's true.
some fun. Isn't it the truth?
That's true.
Everything is so serious. And when you're serious, like, and then they try to make you serious even when you're silly. They make you feel bad because you're silly.
Yes.
It's so sad.
Hmm.
It's just sad that, the trap of growing up. It's not fair. We can have a good time. We can have a good time and pay our bills. Lord, we got to figure out a way to do that.
And
But
JB, I know this is a little bit different, but you were saying about being silly. There's power in laughter, of course,
amen.
but also as you grow up, there's also research that talks about the lack of hugs and physical touch that adults. Um,
Girl,
so, mhm.
girl, I wish I was there. I hug you right now. We just hug you, Mr. Jones. We hug you and you would disappear. We would just hug, you would be gone. They'd be like, where is Dr. Jones? He's in there. He's between us. You would just be hug factory. You would ask us, will you and Lakey do that to me again? We go, no. That's a once in a lifetime hug. But when we see you, we are going.
I'm a firm believer in hugs.
Oh,
Firm believer.
we are going to sandwich you with love, like you just. Oh,
Firm
wait,
believer in hugs. Yes.
right?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, not you, Mr. Jefferson. Not you, Mr. Jefferson. He said it's the info on the site. Nah, but I'll text me so I will give it to you. I really, really, really would love to see you. Promise me that you will come. Drunk on life. Yes. Let it
Yes.
go.
Hmm.
Yes. 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 When she
Hmm.
said that, you so true. That
Hmm.
I remember in college, only one professor touched me. She was in my business law class, and she was the only black teacher that I had the whole time. I was in undergrad. And she touched me, and I can feel the feeling and how much I needed to be touched. I can still
Hmm.
feel the energy. She touched me. But remember that time when I was doing the competition and that white guy had to give me those socks.
Mm-hmm.
And when I put on those socks, I'm telling you, I'm serious. Like I needed some socks or I couldn't compete. And
Oh.
I set a record. I set a world record with it. It was like for their powerlifting world record. And then but I needed socks really bad. And it was like it was a really, really bad day. I was like, and I was like, and so all these small leg men kept coming and offering me socks. And I said, I never told y'all the story about me.
No, no.
And I
I
needed
was
a pair.
there. I
And
was
you
there.
were the best. You were Dr. Jones. You were there all the way live supporting. I thank God for it. But your legs were too small. You couldn't give me your socks. But for the deadlift, you gotta have socks on. And for some
Mm.
reason, they they let me get that deep without the socks. I don't even know like how I forgot my socks. I know I had that on my deadlift socks. So then this white guy that wasn't competing that day, he said, "So you didn't get in the socks yet?" Because there were people were going, like people were competing, like they were like and I said no, and he said, "Well, um, let me and that was the first time I ever deadlift over 300 was that day. And I ended up doing more the next time, 330, but that time I like did 302 or something like that. That was like, so he was like, let me go to the car. So he came back, he had the brightest, reddest socks, right? So they said the first time, I did whatever I had said I was gonna do 280, blah, blah, blah. And then he came over, touched me, because I had been crying, like because I was so upset that I didn't have all my stuff and this and that, and I'll tell y'all in my book what happened that week. So that it's like so, but I still did the competition. So then in my movie, it's gonna be a movie. So then
Okay.
I did it, but I get up there and he touches me and he says, "You got this." When I was like, "I'm gonna do over 300." Touch the energy, same situation like with that teacher and the energy. I was like, woo, woo, woo. I was like, I better yank this. I better clean this. I've done it. I can do it. It's like you just need that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
Energy. I
mhm,
just
mhm,
need. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
See, Dr. Jones, if you had just come up and just sandwich me, like maybe, but you didn't. You just sat there in the audience, and so I
Now,
had
I
to
is
had
sit
it
in
no
the audience.
socks. I had no
I,
socks for you.
you had
The
no
only thing,
socks
the
for me.
only thing I could
No,
do for you at that point was cheer. I
was
had no
spray,
socks to
was
give you.
spray a tear. Look, look, look. He's like, it was no way that dramatic, but it like we said, but for me, but for me, it was all that was going on inside of me. And he touched me, and I went up there, and they said, "You give a woman," and I went swoop, like, oh, that felt good.
is at the
I,
same time they put another five? They ask you if you wanted another 5 pounds on both sides. You could break the record you just got through setting. Isn't at the same time?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my
You
You
gosh.
know,
just
I
set the
remember that.
record, and
Yeah,
you
and
just
they said,
and let me
yeah,
tell
you
you,
could do
this
this.
was the
Yeah,
other piece. It was right after Michael. See, all that
exactly. See,
other
you ain't
stuff
have
you
to tell
didn't.
all that. You ain't have to tell all that. You
It's
ain't
after
telling.
Michael.
You know the movie. You know the movie. You
Miss
know
Day,
the movie.
Why
Miss
do you
Day.
think you were so strong?
The same week that my husband left, that same week.
Oh,
But the real part of the movie is when he calls back and he says, a month or two later, he says, "Is it true you set a world record?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he never, ever, ever saw me lift. Never ever come to a competition. Never had shown no support. Like the first one I did, he dropped me out front and said, "Call me when you finish."
That's why
Oh
you
wow.
came
Like,
in there
dude,
breaking records.
you were really
Right?
married to Superwoman.
Right? And then,
You didn't
but
know.
I just remember the brothers in my first competition said, "Don't ever quit." And something about them saying that to me, they were on the side, they weren't competing, but they could see like this grown ass woman has potential. I was the oldest person competing, but because I didn't look like the oldest, they didn't acknowledge it at all because they didn't know me. I was coming out of nowhere doing this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's a community. So but then after that, it was kind of like that next one was like, we're gonna we'll allow her. You know what I mean? To do these now. We'll accept her in. But
Mhm.
I'm gonna do another, but I'm working on stuff for I've been track and field, I think, has got me all fully distracted with my shot put and weight throw. But I've set where I'm top 10 ranked for a super weight throw.
Wow.
So that's a blessing.
When
All
do
Yeah.
you,
right.
when do you have
It's
like competitions? Like, do you have like
mhm.
a roster of your competition? So like, if we get
I
a chance
should. I should
to
write it
come and
down. Like,
support
cause
and
I keep
cheer.
just doing it. Yeah. Like, cause I'm doing indoor worlds this year. I'm gonna do an indoor in Portsmouth, and I mean, and like Boo was called Boo Williams. That's Hampton, I think it's in Hampton. And then I'm gonna go to Worlds, which is in Florida this year. Last year, Worlds was in Sweden,
Oh,
and it was like that was outdoor Worlds. I don't know where Indoor Worlds were last year, but yeah, indoor worlds were, I think, were in California or something like that. Yeah, when I was doing all that, and I didn't do it because of my mom passed, early this year. So then this year coming up, I'm getting it together. I just have to eat right. I just have to eat
Mhm.
right.
Would you
Eat
do
right.
would you do an international one? Would you go to like a foreign?
Yeah, I just have to get comfortable with spending money on something that's just for
I
me.
got you. Got
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like masters athletes get any type of
you. Yes.
sponsorship.
Right. Right.
So yeah, but
Right.
I would love. I think it would be good for me. That would be the only thing that would get me to do international. And I actually need to update my passport because I only got one stamp. And how many years goes by before you have to renew? 10. So I only
Yeah.
got one stamp in all those 10 years of my passport. So, and
But
that
at
was
least
just,
you have a stamp.
I
At least,
did. You're right.
at least you have a stamp. Right?
I
Yeah.
mean, I paid like 300 and something dollars to get it expedited. Went all the way up to DC, like I was going somewhere. Yeah, I have to go. I'm going somewhere. If you put it on company letterhead that you got to go somewhere, you can go. So I just took my own letterhead. I'm going somewhere. Paid all that money and it didn't go nowhere. That's so funny. Yes, Kanika, the experience will be good. I'm so sensitive. Sometimes I will go travel, begin to eat wrong, and forget to correct, like to get back on track.
Yes.
Like, so just, this past week I lost 20 pounds
Oh.
just from stopping my outrage of eating crazy. And I swear, I think I lost it all in my head.
Mm.
my my head. I mean, literally, when I gain weight, I feel like my head just. I go, how did I gain? It would be good if they just put you on the scale. You can tell like where did you gain, where I gained the weight. But I'm telling, I mean, inflammation is no joke. Water
Yes.
retention is no joke. I
Mm-hmm.
am telling you, people, please know this. If you don't know anything else, what you eat will make you or take you out.
Yep.
That's
Mhm.
right.
People, I believe that some people have truly died or had a heart attack just from the meal they ate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I'm that sensitive. I can eat a pizza and gain 10 pounds. The sodium or whatever they put
Yeah.
in that
I was going to
processed
say the
food. You know what
sodium
I'm saying? Yes. And
will swell you up.
if you tend to, yes, Kanika. So if there's anybody else out there that's sensitive like that, yes, we got to be very adamant about it. It's going to take some time because I know now that I dropped that, it's going to take a long time. The rest of it's just going to slowly drain out. Like, like that was just water. It was pure water from too much the sodium reaction.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
Mm-hmm.
science behind it, but it's real.
Mm-hmm. It is.
So dance more and eat more protein,
And hug more.
hug more, make love more often in whatever way you can. Amen. Yes, make love more often. Like he was like, yeah, yes, indeed. Love y'all.
Love
Thank
you too,
you.
JB.
Thank you so much.
Love you
God
Good
more.
bless
night.
y'all. I love you the
Good night,
most.
everybody. Good night,
Good
Good
night,
JB.
Mr.
night, Mr.
Jones.
Night.
Jones.
Glad to join
Good
y'all
night.
tonight.
Good night, Miss
Good
Davis.
night.
All right.
That's right.
Bye,
Good
See
y'all.
you
night.
guys on
Good night,
Friday.
Lakia.
Amen.
All right.
Loves are important. That's right, Kanika. Good night. That's right.